Hey everyone, welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. We're working on block 9 of Be My Neighbor by Moda. This was a 2017 project, and we're just working on the next block. And it's really quite cute. Kind of reminds me of a castle, actually. And hopefully my sisters like the colors I chose to make their castles. So I have a nice bright orange and yellow one here. And I kept the windows coverings the same because I really liked it because of the little hearts in it. And I still thought it would have been too long. So because there was green in the flower here and there was green in the blue fabric over here. So to me, it pulled it all together. So we have one little house right here. Or like this little window section right there done, and we just need to build out the next one, which is very simple. On that square we put the little strips on either side, and then there, and then of course we know how to be doing the little flying goose there with the trimming off on either side, and we're just going to line it up. Okay, line it up and then sew. Oops. Oh, that's a mess. Oops. Whoopsies. Okay. Oh, turn down. Turn down. No lead foot. I was sewing binding, that's why it was like super fast. There we go. Isn't that cute? I like it with the little house topper on it. I think it looks really nice. And of course we'll have to give that a little press. And then we have this lovely little strip section here that we need to add another 4 patch to, okay? So it takes a tiny little, I think it's 1 1/4. Yeah, 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. And you want to use the opposite fabric that you have going on here. Okay, sorry, going on over here. And it just goes right snug in the corner, and you're just going to sew from one point to the next and then flip. It's a tiny one. Well, you have to make sure you're putting your fabric on the right way. That was upside down. Glad I checked. Okay, so we got that for 2 pieces here. It's kind of hard to tell which is the right and which is the wrong sometimes with this one. I think that's the right. There we go. And I just put the pins there to just kind of make sure it wasn't going to slip too far on me. Because it is a tiny little bit of fabric, so I want to make sure you're getting it in the right spot. It's a beautiful day out here today. Southeastern Ontario, Canada. It's a beautiful day. The next one, and make sure you're going slow. This isn't a race. Take your time. Line it up. You can either draw a line. This was so tiny, I just figured I could eyeball it. So, but if I was having issues, I definitely would be drawing a line. Okay, so let's just clip those apart. Trim off our little excess triangles. You can't really do much with those little tiny bitty bobs. So, and then we're going to want to press those out. Okay, let's do that now. Oops, hold on. I got to pick this mess up. Okay. I was going to say one of you guys did it, but, clearly that wasn't the case. There we go. Give those a little press, and then we're going to line them up with the opposite block. There we go, right here and here, and then here and here. And they're going to make that little, it's almost like a little bow tie, I guess. They look like a little bow tie together. That little forms a bow tie, okay? And then we'll just put that block together. We want to make sure it's going as the same as it should with the solid, and then so on and so forth. So actually it'll be this way. There we go. Let's get the layout correct. It may make a difference. So let's So I'm trying to mess that up, all right? Okay, let's get that done. So the top together, then the bottom together, and then the top and the bottom together. Okay. And just make sure, again, that we're doing it right. Okay, and then flipping this. Like I said, sometimes it's hard to tell with what's the right or the wrong. Just wing it. Just wing it. Okay, now we can take those and put them together. And if we just spread them, just like that, and then line them up, we don't even have to trim the threads. It's fun to do 4 patches that way. I have a lot to do. Okay. Hopefully my head wasn't in the way. There we go, and that's our other little square. Okay. Now let's just add this to this pile right here, just like that. Make sure it looks like the same. And then we'll give that a press, and then we can start building out the rest of our beautiful block. That was really the more, not necessarily complicated, but because you have to, there's so many of them. Just you wanna make sure they're lining up nicely, and you're using that 1 1/4 to really just give that little tiny little snowball in the corner there, I guess. It's very nice, very cute. I love the colors. All right, so quick press. Now that it's there, now let's get our house front top part together here between our houseies. Did I not press that? I thought I did. Maybe I forgot. Okay, so those two there. And then we'll add this to the top. And then this goes right under here. And then that goes right at the bottom. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. All right. Super cute. So let's sew this in this. I'm loving these. Even with the 9 houses, depending on the size, because this one actually I think is 15.5 by 8.5, 18.5, so 15 by 18. With even if you just put a strip of background, you could just use 9 blocks and make a beautiful cuddle blanket or cuddle quilt for the couch, or something personal, hang on the wall. Especially if there's a certain amount, certain houses that you really liked to be building out. Okay, we'll just lay that one up on the other side. Got some floofs. Floofs are free. Floofs are free for you and me. Okay. Let's give that a little press before we add the top and the bottom on to this little section here. Okay. Just give a little heat loving. And this here, and we'll grab a few pins from our cute and adorable little pin cushion. And just pop, I'd say 3 in, 1 on either side, and definitely 1 in the center. And then same for here. This is a little bit of a slippery fabric, so I didn't even contemplate on it, but I just love the peachy color so much. I just had to. And all right, and this one here, let's just put that on the bottom here, pin that up, and we can get all those 3 stitched. Okay. A little bit bigger on the pieced part here, but we can make it work. We can make it work. We need a pin or 2 more. Where's my other big pink one? Because I think I ran out of that one. Oh, here it is. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to sew here, here, and here. And then we'll flip this up and flip that down and sew those last 2 together. Sorry, these little sip of tea. Okay. Try and keep both of your edges of your fabrics together. Try not to pull or distort it as it's sewing in the machine. And of course you want to try and use the straight line of the fabric, because that should be a straight cut, to help guide you too, because you can always trim off any extras that are, you know, hanging off, right? Like that little bit right there. It's not a big deal. Okay. And I'm just trying to stick to plain white thread for sewing this whole project together. I'm using Gutermann, normal sewing thread. Nothing too exciting, or nothing too complicated is what I meant to say. It is very exciting because it's a really good thread and I like it. And whenever I need to buy it for customer projects or something like that, a certain color, I always go to them first, because it's a good quality. All right, so now we got those two done. Okay, we'll give that a press after we get this one sewn. Now we're gonna have to do some little wiggling and woggling here, because it is a little bit bulkier, but we can work that with a couple of little seams. Oh, did I do there? I did, okay. So here, let's move this and do that. Straighten that out and do that. Hold that there. There we go. Oh, looks like a little bulk. There we go. Snug as a bug in a rug. Alright, take those out. Give that a press, and then we'll add those two house pieces together. Okay, so let's press this up here, which is where it attaches to the bottom. I guess you can probably see that in there, can't you? Sorry about that. A little bit. Okay, now take this part and that part and put them together. Okay. Let's put one in the middle. Just kind of let it flop down a little bit, and then that is what they look like as soon as you get that sewn together. Isn't that cute? Super cute. I love the colors I chose. Like I said, if you could ever have a castle, what kind of castle would you want? Well, I'd want a really colorful castle. So, and the pattern kind of reminded me of one. So, I'd want a fun and whimsical castle. All right. One last little press. Let's put that there. Sees it. Very nice. Awesome. They look really good. Look really good. That's one more to add to the collection. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 still to go. We're going to do 10 and 11 for next weekend, so next Friday. Prep your 10 and 11 if you're sewing along with us. They don't seem to be complicated blocks. It's a house with a tree and a bird, easy. And then the other one looks like the same sort of style house like here, but you're just doing 6 of them. So I think we could definitely do those two, get those caught up on that week, okay? So thank you everybody for watching, liking, and subscribing. We greatly appreciate you here at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe and the channel or the little notification button so you don't miss a thing. So take care and have yourself a fantastic day.